Welcome back, Series 2. Of course, this is Week 7, Day 1 of the LPL, and we are going to take a look at Vici Gaming versus Invictus Gaming. IG back from Rift Rivals. Now, of course, they had their set versus OMG, and it was a struggle. I mean, it was looking good for them after Game 1, but tell me what happened on that one, because I vaguely remember after Game 1, I remember closing my PC after the demolition in Game 1 and walking away, but apparently it didn't end there.
If you guys want to see TheShy getting solo killed, then you should watch Game 2, because he not only got solo killed once, he got solo killed twice in lane.
Oh, God.
Curse really showed him who's boss in that one. OMG transitioned into a 1-3-1. IG were still running around for skirmishes and getting picked off left and right. And it looked like IG, after their MSI collapsed, like they were back to their old ways, even with Rookie on the roster. So they have a lot to prove in this series. This is a rebounding series for them. I don't think Vici is on equal footing whatsoever. I'm not saying that. But what I wanted to see is IG prove that they are still in qualification for a top team. I want to see a clean game. I want to see a short series from them.
Yeah, for me, for Invictus Gaming, you're right. It's about that step forward. Because the steps going forward is not the first step, it's the next few steps if we're looking towards the schedule for Invictus Gaming. It's going to be pretty damn tough. FPX undefeated, that's going to be later on in this week in Week 7. The next one, BLG, and then RNG. That finals rematch that we get to see, not spring finals, but in the 2018 run when they went towards Worlds and got their championship at the event. They didn't win LPL finals simply because of RNG being there to stop them. So, been a pretty tough one. And you talked about it. Invictus Gaming are not in full form. They sure do have their MSI full starting 5 roster. But they need to warm up with each other, especially after Baolan was out in action. Of course, they've had Lucas in the support position for a good position of this split. And then, of course, Rookie of his unfortunate circumstances going back to Korea, but coming back at Rift Rivals. So you already made your expectations for this team. What the hell are the expectations for Vici Gaming?
For Vici Gaming, not much, to be absolutely honest. Now, we do have to give a little bit of information is that Vici currently do not have a single match win in the LPL yet. They're sitting at 0-7, like you're saying. And there's a good reason for that. If you look at their starting roster, all of them joined in 2018. So very young roster in terms of played games in the LPL, shortest of any team.
Let's take a look at the starting roster because we have a newbie coming in. It's a happy birthday to Cube, who is now of age 17 years old, to join the LPL roster of Vici Gaming. He is their top laner, came in for Vici Gaming Potential, their academy team. He's been playing quite a few carry top laners, so coming into this one, this could be a talent boost. And his first test is TheShy.
Well, Vici couldn't wait to bring him on. Not a day late, bring him on his birthday. And we're going to see what Q can actually do in this roster. Ike's in the jungle, Jay shoring up the mid lane, Puff and Southwind as always in the bottom side.
So this is basically the initial roster we saw from Vici Gaming at the beginning of the year. Just Cube has been the addition here. So we haven't seen Ike's too much. It's been, Yodan coming in pretty frequently, but here you are, your world champions in TheShy in the top lane, Ning in the jungle, Rookie in the mid lane, and showing up your bottom side of the map is JackeyLove, Baolan, and Coach Karam rounding them out.
The same roster that won Worlds, and this is the second series that we're going to see the full team starting in their original form. Hopefully they will have that cohesion that we so much lacked from the 2018 World Championship Finals run that they did.
It's what we want to see out of Invictus Gaming, going back to what we saw at World, going back to what we saw at LPL Spring Finals. This is that first step. Vici Gaming are not going to go out, kicking and punching, and maybe we get to see a similar performance from, their compatriots in the Vs. Victory 5, as we saw earlier today, picking up that win. So here are the pick and bans for Game 1.
Does V stand for victory for Vici as well? That's the big question that they have to face. But first off, they're going to pay some respect to TheShy. Has never lost a game in the LPL on that Jace. Great flex that they played in their last series against OMG as well. So just taking both of those picks away to start off. Vici, one of their biggest weaknesses in the draft that we've been talking about is the fact that they can't really play around with these flexes, so they're taking them away.
Yeah, we'll have to see with Cube and what he ends up showing out here. Now, remember, it's 9.13. Unlike North America, we do have the Mordekaiser enabled. So Mordekaiser is up and running on this one alongside with the Qiyana. We'll have to see. That's going to be a Yuumi first pick coming in from Invictus Gaming. That's going to be going to Baolan. while Vici Gaming hovering over that Aatrox.
Aatrox still very high priority, a triple flex in that sense, and probably one of the, I would say the strongest top laner still remaining in the meta so far. So a great start to the draft for them. And then they're going to go with Taliyah.
Instant
now,
lock-in.
Yeah, I just want to say for Vici, their past strength has been their first blood potential in the top side of the map between Ike's and Chalitza. They had over a 70% first blood rate. So a lot of times when we look at the draft, they try to shore up that point and play off of it.
The early game has been a strong point for Vici Gaming. Perhaps Cube is that answer to really start putting power in another lane in the mid game to start things transitioning. That's going to be a Lucian locked in. Remember what smacked around the LPL at Rift Rival? It was Deft and Tusins, Lucian and Yuumi. So we're going to be seeing that coming into the LPL as well.
That one's going to be hard to forget. I like to call it the Sorcerer Gunslinger combo. Deals a lot of damage, very high mobility, but Kalista is actually a great answer to that. Just the raw damage and the ability to out-sustain trade with the Lucian might give them a winning lane. And this is something different from Puff and Southwind. Usually they do focus more on the Ashe lane, this time going head-to-head against JackeyLove and Baolan.
An 80% win rate coming in for the Kalista, 4 out of 5, so I mean, it's not that exciting now that we got the numbers out there. But Lucian and Yuumi should dominate the Kalista matchup with the range that you initially have. We'll have to see. The support is something now we need to be able to see coming out of Vici Gaming. And you know that Southwind is always that X factor as we go into the second phase. We've already taken a look at the Vici Gaming composition. We already saw a jungle Aatrox earlier on. So you're expecting that to be a top and jungle flex going into the second phase. And be able to see what they get for both Ikes and Cube.
Yeah, and we can see IG are taking away strong
Let's
kill
do
options. Kalista definitely out-damages Lucian.
Let's do it. I know there's a Taliyah, but
oh, can we get the Vladimir, please?
the Vladimir is an optional one. Remember, let's go. I don't give a damn if you're excited for the Vladimir. I am more excited for the Pantheon. We saw its debut at Rift Rivals when it was Duanbe that picked it up. Not only did Duanbe lock in the pick, take down the best team in the LCK and Griffin, and then they brought it back, cheered on for JD. JD ended up losing that one, but we struck that out of the history. But it was JD that brought it back into the LPL, so now Pantheon is firmly into the meta.
This is such an all-in composition on the bottom side of the map. Double globals coming in from the mid and the jungle position, and then you have a Kalista who can get a guaranteed engage. All they need is just a strong engaging support, which 2 of them have already been banned, but Alistar is still on the roster, and I think that might be the one they're looking at.
I'm fairly certain that we're looking at a support Pantheon.
Support Pantheon?
If we're looking at it, it's going to be, I mean, the potential.
We've seen the mid.
Exactly. I mean, that's going to be a Qiyana lock-in. You better believe it's for Rookie.
Yes, we finally waited for this champion for a long time. Only Kuro has picked it up so far, but she's a great AD assassin. Even though she's an elementalist, she does deal physical damage. And a great team fighter in that first Drake fight as well. So I like this IG composition. They have a strong bottom side and a great first Drake team fight as to boot. This is going to be very explosive around the 10-minute mark.
What a game to kick off this match that we're taking a look at. You know, a Qiyana coming into the mid lane for Rookie. Like, to be able to see Rookie on it, it has a 100% win rate right now in the LPL. The last one that played it was Kuro. We also see it coming in the LCS with, of course, Damonte being able to pick it up twice, of course. So that's going to be fun to see. But Rookie, you know, the best mid laner right now, conversation, the debate has always come. But that's when your ears perk up. You want to be able to watch what he can do with the champion. So Invictus Gaming now has themselves their full composition.
Yeah, and both of these compositions are great. IG have a very strong central theme, strong lane, strong early team fight, while Vici, they smell like cheese. They smell like mozzarella or something, because they're going all in onto JackeyLove and that Yuumi. They're going for the buy one, get one free combination with the Pantheon stun. So I like the idea here. If you can't beat them standard, beat them with your own style.
The floodgates are open. You just need one Pantheon pick, and what was the most logical composition for every team to be like, you know what, I love Pantheon too. Let's just stick this champion in here, because that point and click stun sets up for a lot. And when you have a Taliyah, remember, the LCK finals between Griffin and SKT was ripe with Taliyah and Pantheon in the bottom lane. Is that Will Smith? I don't even understand that reference.
I don't really know what meme that refers to, but it said, "Nothing is perfect in the world." And it just pointed at Baolan. That must be some of those streamer memes or something they put on Weibo.
I guess what they're trying to say is, you know, Baolan is that perfect specimen, being able to pick up the MVPs last time we saw him. So we're in a game here. Invictus Gaming going up against Vici. There's a lot to look at. There's a lot to watch here with the Pantheon support from Vici's end to the Qiyana mid lane from Rookie. Let's get to it. Early invade 2. I'm not even going to let the fans speak. Oh, God, they're loud.
They real loud.
The Laga, oh my God, the LGD chants are louder than the Vici Gaming chants. I'm not going to let that happen. Cut
you want
them
to
off.
chant for Vici as well? We could do that.
Yeah, we should. Throw us in the Hong Chow. I'm a fan of that. Taking a look at the rune pages here. Nothing out of the ordinary. Aftershock on Pantheon makes a lot of sense here. The skirmish is going to be the primary focus. I mean, I looked at the bottom side of the map and said that Lucian and Yuumi are going to win outright. Now I look at a Pantheon and Kalista lane. I'm not too sure anymore.
And we need to pay some introductions to Qiyana earlier on. She is an AD assassin in her profile. Her difference is that she actually is very strong in the team fights. There's not a lot of AD assassins that get a multi-man stun in her ultimate. And she does run the Electrocute just for the additional burst damage. The most common element that we see her pick up just for those kills has been to go into River and get that stun, and then come in with your jungler. So she does have an early stun, making her very dangerous. I like that chain up with Sylas.
There we go, and speaking of Sylas, is already hovering towards the lane. He's in the area as you would expect him to be. But you're right, let's talk about Qiyana a little bit, because it's fun. Just for anybody that hasn't played Qiyana out there, just hover your mouse over the elemental, you're going to be able to get it. You can get all 3. I should be able to get over the wall now. There we go.
You're just setting up to fail with that.
I mean, if he fails, he deserves to be set up for failure. But he's able to get out of that one while still picking up the Krug. So good job on him for that one. Ooh, misses the flick. But one of the greatest weaknesses of Qiyana is that, you know, mid lane matchup. She actually doesn't have a lot of good matchups there. Bruises
earlier on, she doesn't really have a lot of recourse in lane. Her wave clear is really suboptimal compared to something like the Talon or the Zed. Not a lot of range to actually pick up the minions, so she will take a lot of damage. The way I see her is that she requires a lot of snowballing, but it might be Vici doing that.
A lot of movement coming in from Vici to the bottom side of the map. Not only are they completely zoning out Lucian from the experience in the lane, able to get the turret plating, so they're really zeroing in on him. Speaking of zeroing in, already early, all in onto Jay. Watch out where you're coming back to lane from.
And there's a lot of burst damage on Qiyana. She does get the reset when she picks up a different element with the Terra shape. So the most common combo that we see is EQ, you W, and then you get another Q. So a lot of burst damage there, and it's also very customizable. A lot of times we see the second Q just being onto brush, which allows you to go into stealth. In fact, that's most of her late game play pattern. If you have full CDR, then she can hop in and out of invisibility, and there's only a 0.7 window where she's not invisible.
Yes.
Very difficult to track down as a champion.
The CDR is going to be incredibly important because you had a flat 7 in terms of your cooldown for your W. So the items are going to be incredibly important on that one. And also a Transcendence, if you want to pick that up in Sorcery, that's going to be a nice addition on top of that one as well. So one of the biggest problems is you do want to focus on the Qiyana in this game, but 2 early turret platings, 3 minutes on and in. And on top of that 20 CS advantage you have on Puff, Vici Gaming's entire strategy is keep this JackeyLove and Baolan lane down. Don't get them going, and they've been pretty successful at it.
They definitely have been, and the question for IG is, can they defend that brush behind their red buff? That's always the most important one when you want to keep your bottom lane alive. It's going to prevent Taliyah is going to prevent Aatrox from just hopping over the Baron Pit and going into that path. So I think as long as JackeyLove and Baolan don't die 2v2 here, they're able to ward up this situation. IG should be able to keep things in check just with the kill threat from Qiyana plus Sylas.
Yeah, they're starting to take control here.
That's the ward
there
we're
we go.
talking about.
Speaking about the Qiyana a little bit more, I think one of my favorite things about her is just the fact that she's very non-committal with her damage. But speaking about full committal, let's get all in to get that kill on the JackeyLove. A lot of chunk down here. Even seeing Ix come through in the mat. No ward, so they don't see him going over the bush. All right, here we go. All in now. JackeyLove's going to have a lot of problems here. Flash on top of him. He's going to die. Is the Yuumi going to die along with him? That's the real question. Wow, really close to Ning, but the cooldown must be there. Very perplexing that wasn't even able to get that hop over. So 2 kills going over to Vici Gaming early on.
That was just such a brutal game incoming. They had a 50% slow on the chilling smite and all the follow-up coming in. Nothing much that they could do there. But let's see if they could get the return kill. 3v2.
Yeah, trying to get the full shove out in the lane. I don't think there's going to be too much of a concern. All right. Flash coming out from Puff, so he's going to be able to get out free, but not completely free, having to lose his flash about the entire thing. In fact, they get to freeze the wave here too, so good recovery from Invictus Gaming in the bottom lane. Oh, please stop it. Get away from me.
This is great cheese by Vici. Just look at how many damage tools they have. The Kalista has also went for Hail of Blades just for that early push of damage and make sure
There we go.
this
Teleport.
lane is
This
down.
is the full committal. These are all 5 members with Qiyana coming in to stop Vici Gaming in their tracks. Ultimate coming through from, oh my god,
wow.
That's a double stun, and on top of that, should be able to get the kill on the Southwind. Excellent ultimate from the Qiyana. Rookie's able to get the kill from his team.
Perfect display of talent, gets you the knockup, and every run around the terrain gets the knockup and the damage as well. So great use of the chase. The angle was perfect for Qiyana to follow up, and that's what we're talking about, her specialty as a champion. She's an AD assassin with a lot of teamfight potential.
Yeah, great CC and utility. You always have to think of a new way. Whenever you're trying to get out, you cannot hug the walls. That's something you always have to think about. Of course, full committal here. Not only the teleport from TheShy coming through, you get double stun and also got the finish. Wonderful ultimate here from Qiyana. Wasn't able to get a kill throughout the entire ordeal, but still a big win for Invictus Gaming.
Also a great flash by TheShy. Knew that he had to expend that to get the triple stun. Sets everything up nicely.
All right, let's see if we can get this kill. Pantheon fully committed, but yeah, I couldn't do it. Qiyana was already near a turret.
You can see Jay all laughs and smiles. He doesn't mind that this hasn't worked out. It's the idea that counts, and they're putting the fear of God into Rookie's heart.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, if you're Vici Gaming, 0-7, and your next challenge is going to be Invictus Gaming, throw everything you can out there. No hard feelings if you end up losing. It feels like it's just an all-out developmental mentality coming in from Vici Gaming, and, you know, willing to take risks is the name of the game, and had those 2 early kills. It was working out for them really well up until that last fight.
Yeah, you can't really control the top lane, Kennen with the Vladimir, no way to stop the teleports. And I have to say, Cube has not been having a good time. Despite a teleport expended by TheShy, he's still pretty far behind in lane.
I mean, to be expected because of the matchup. You're right, with the teleport, he could have gotten a lot more out of it. But my god, was I expecting worse. I mean, whenever TheShy finds himself going up against a lot of the new players, especially all of the Vici Gaming top laners, before I say that, great flash, he needed to. Would have been stunned by the wall.
Yes, the angle was just so beautiful. The wind burst there from the perfect display of talent would have tagged him onto the wall, and that would have been a almost near death.
Nearing closer to level 9. Here comes the all-in. All right. Maybe backed away from that one, but at least the Taliyah wall has now been gifted to Ning.
Taking a look at the builds here for Qiyana, we see Rookie really prioritizing the shove. Wait a minute.
All in coming in from Cube, and it certainly would have been good if TheShy stood to fight a little bit longer. But Crimson Rush, he recognized that was going to be a little bit too much damage. Speaking about too much damage, all in going in towards Jay. It's going to be a kill going over to Rookie.
And we have boots of mobility and the likes of a Tiamat already being semi-completed by Rookie. So this is going away from the standard build, which we've been seeing. Qiyana has been rushing the Dustblade first just because of how much he can get out of the invisibility. But this game, he needs to match the pressure of the Taliyah and the Pantheon, so he's really focusing on roaming around.
You know, hearing from players, main resounding similarity has been to talent. You know, they said that this is, some would say a better talent, but I mean they both have different kits, but same identity. The boots of mobility is a great one too. And on top of that, you've been seeing a lot of Tiamat. So that's a Tiamat coming out immediately alongside the boots of mobility from Rookie. So now he has the wave clear, he has the movement speed to come towards the aid for his team. So all of that lovely pressure that Vici Gaming had on the bottom side of the map, it's not going to be going well for them anymore.
And Qiyana's really a champion where you have to snowball early. If you look at her ratios, very high in bonus AD, but very low base ratios. It means if you don't get kills early, you really can't have a late game to rely on. You have to rely on the utility portion of your kit rather than just the raw damage. So very unique assassin.
There we go. A lot of damage on the Ikes. In fact, it's a full committal there with the final chapter being locked down. Ning gets the kill on the Ikes, and they're trying to get an exit strategy. I don't know if they're going to fully get it. Stopwatch for Ning.
Oh,
three-man stun, and you know that Rookie is going to be able to get as much as he can off this one. You're in the same location. Let's see if now that you didn't trick nobody. Everybody knew where you were going on that one. So that's going to be JackeyLove picking up the kill on Southwind. Oh, and a cheeky escape coming in from Jay, but that was beautiful from Rookie.
There's two places on the map where you don't want to fight a Qiyana. One's in the jungle where there's walls everywhere, and the other one is in the river where she can get the stun on with her ultimate just because of the river element. So you can see her strength as that early team fight skirmisher really showing up in this game.
It's the beauty that you're able to see how the champion can be played at the highest level. You finally see, you know, mastery on the champion. What is full, you know, faith from Ning. Ning's like, great, I'm going to a 1v4. I'm pretty sure that a lot of members are going to be here, but I have stopwatch along with it. So not only will I get the assassination, I can be pretty free for this beautiful three-man stun.
And the range is quite forgiving on the ultimate as well. I was surprised that Jay actually got hit by that one. We're going to watch Jay chase as Southwind does his little, I would say, does a little trick, but unfortunately control ward in the brush already.
Not going to get out of that one. That's a tough one. But interestingly enough, JackeyLove is actually going towards the Blade of the Rune King build. You know, Deft has been pretty consistent with the Infinity Edge, Essence Reaver, Bloodthirster build whenever he has the Yuumi, so he can get the Ardent Sensor proc up. But now here's another problem here. Jay is not going to have a good time. I think he's going to be able to get out of that one with his life intact. In fact, Rookie's in trouble. There's a lot of people now rounding up. Can he actually get out of this one? He has the invisibility. Oh my god, please, Rookie. That's going to be Invictus Gaming going back to the fight. In fact, Qiyana dies here, but I think at the end of the day, Invictus Gaming are a better fight here. Better setup. It's just going to be the one-for-one.
Drop. Okay. Probably aimed a little bit too far forward, wasn't going to get it, so he cancels it instead.
Yeah, just a one-for-one going over, but that was a pretty good challenge by Vici Gaming. Just sad that it was ultimately answered to.
I'm really impressed at how aggressive Rookie is really playing this one. I thought he was just going to go into the stealth and try to walk out of it, but
yeah,
no.
I thought so too. They fully thought that they can take this fight, and Qiyana, easy as you can be able to take that kill. And this was fun. I mean, you made a mention of it. I think he can go for it fully, but he didn't fully take it. You can cancel it, of course.
Yep. And you get the cooldown refunded. It's only like 15 seconds or something.
Does that actually work with Sylas? I'm pretty sure.
I'm not sure. It might even crash the server and we have a rematch.
There we go. We've had those moments. I can believe that.
I remember the Yorick one was the most depressing. And afterwards, Yorick got banned.
Yep. No longer playable. Isn't that fun? Especially since they gave it a chance. It's like, all right, I think we're clean. I think we're clear. And then he uses the ultimate again. It's like, all right, I guess we have to get a new game going. Not touching this champion anymore.
Yeah, I hope that doesn't happen with anyone else. I do actually like the Blade of the Rune King here. He just wants more survivability against someone like the Pantheon. You get the speed buff, you slow him, you steal the speed, and you just walk away.
Taking a look at the gold lead, IG have a pretty firm control here with 3 members looming over Rookie, but able to fully wave clear that one, so he's going to be completely safe. Now, I love the ground elemental, simply because not only do you get the movement speed just consistently being around the area, in fact, he's running pretty damn quickly towards Jay.
Yep.
I was with the River one, though.
We should have a short explanation of what each Q does. You have River, Brush, and Terrain, as it's called.
Yep.
And Terrain gives you bonus damage when you hit people with the Q. It's 60% bonus damage.
If they have to be below 50%,
yes.
though. Which
It
is
is an execute, so if you've got the HP, you can use
Speaking
that.
of execute, seems like Ning is being run out for the Wolves, and Yuumi is pretty safe. Wait a second. Speaking of safe, who's really safe here? I don't know if you want this fight, Puff. In fact, there's a lot of members, maybe too many. Kalista ultimate's going to be thrown out there. Qiyana's about to die here. And now JackeyLove, who that just wanted to save his team, might just be dead. He's pretty close to it. There we go. Good flick, and now he's just going to be dead to the Wolves. So great comeback here by Vici Gaming. Don't even act like you're going to be able to survive on that one. Now the kill is pretty even, 8-8. Vici Gaming were able to get a good challenge on that one.
That was a great 4-0 play, and it all came because Southwind man-dropped into the correct position, cutting off the Aatrox and the Yuumi, spreading them away from the Qiyana, and they just pick off stragglers one by one. Nobody survives in that one, and it shows you the power of the man-drop cheese.
Yeah, sometimes you have to question why Ning Sylas is where he is, fully pressures in, and that's something that you constantly have to think about when when the Twisted Fate is not in the meta, or when the Pantheon is not in the meta, as it usually isn't.
They were stronger, just their mid-jungle duo, but they just forgot about the existence of the Pantheon, and this is a perfect position.
The numbers game, you don't have the numbers for the fight, just lose out members. The problem is the domino effect. They didn't think that the Kalista would be coming in. They didn't probably think that Jay would get a solo kill on Rookie either. What happened there?
This is amazing for Jay. Jay has been under so much pressure throughout these games. The typical ban pick strategy against Vici Gaming is just to take away Jay's safe champions.
All right, seems like TheShy is going to try and go for this all in. All get the kill to Jay, so full committal. 4 members moving mid. They get that kill as a response.
Happiness is short-lived. Enjoy it while it lasts.
All the pressure off his shoulders, and it makes a boomerang right back.
So, taking stock of the situation, IBG have been trading back and forth on the bottom side, but at the very least, TheShy has been free from his lane. He solo took the tower, first tower gold with that as well. So, I think we're going to see a lot more roaming in those team fights. What I really want to see is that AP plus AD multi-man crowd control that that Kennen and Qiyana can provide with each other. When Qiyana first came out, I said, you know what's going to be super good in the top side? It's going to be Kennen and Rumble, because they provide large areas of AoE CC and they bring the magic damage as well.
That's true. And I mean, a lot of people were still playing around with the builds at the time. Questions of whether or not it was good with Trinity Force, but once you start to master the champion, you realize this goes straight into lethality. Does a lot of damage, and you can already see the build here. It's not going to be the Duskblade. It's actually going to be the Youmuu's. Yeah, so Youmuu's Blade going to be pretty good for him in terms of just providing the movement speed. If he's chasing someone down in the side lane, he's going to be able to get them.
Yeah, very interesting. Out of combat movement speed at 40, I believe, for Youmuu's. So he's just trying to match the rest of the map, try to save them from their exploits against the likes of Pantheon and Taliyah, I would say. Kind of an unorthodox build here, but I understand in the context of this game what he's trying to do.
The passive movement speed that you get as a Qiyana, you're on the right terrain that you have, of course, hovered. And then on top of that, the boots mobility, and then the Youmuu's Ghostblade. I'm telling you, someone is going to die if he sets his mind to it. That's the concern here if you're Vici Gaming. Speaking of concerns, this one's going to be uncontested here with the control ward, just cleaning it out. It's going to be a Rift Herald going over to Invictus Gaming. Oh, but a response coming in from Vici Gaming. They not only fully box out IG. Pantheon Ultimate's there just for the engage. IG is thinking about it.
I really wouldn't like my chances against this siege from Vici. They're very short range. It puts them in incredible danger from all the abilities that that Ning has, and also the fact that Kennen still has his teleport. So I don't think Vici actually want to set for a 5-man siege there. They push the wave and they back off smartly.
Yeah, okay, they recognize that themselves. You're right. Pretty good teamfight composition and great control on major objectives, but it seems like the major objective here for Invictus Gaming is to get the kill on the Jay. Thankfully, he backs away near his own turret. That means the next dragon 3 minutes away is going to be the focus for Vici Gaming. If they can start stacking that up, then surely IG is going to be in a dangerous position, but they still have to be able to respond to this Rift Herald that got picked up by IG.
The question for Vici now is, how can you find picks with your composition? This is what the entire thing is built around. So I really expect them to first look for those side lane pickoffs, try to get one of their side laners fed a little bit more, maybe get most likely Cube in this instance, and have them be the one that can spread IG across the map. If they can do that, then their composition has a lot more opportunities to find those solo kills, like lone kills across the map.
Building up quite a bit of CDR as you would expect coming in from the Vladimir. He's doing quite himself. And speaking of builds, I mean, you wanted to see a Duskblade. It's on the Pantheon. He's got a lot of gold with the early kills that he was able to accrue. So 3 early kills. Poke coming in from Puff. I was wondering if that was going to be an all-in, but didn't have faith that he was the only person in the area. Always have to double check just to make sure if the Pantheon is not in the area, just for a man dropping his own to protect his AD carry. But back to the items. Yeah, it's going to be Athene's Unholy Grail picked up by Baolan. Expect them to go either towards the redemption option or, of course, give him his AD carry the attack speed required with Ardent Sensor. So we'll have to see what his second item is going to be.
Yep, always seems to be the best item choice for Yuumi, the Athenes, because it's so hard to miss with the Q. You can proc the blood. I think it's called the Blood Well, but maybe that's Aatrox. Proc the passive
Vladimir
quite
Q?
easily. No, I'm talking about Yuumi. Yuumi and the Athenes passive.
Oh, okay. I don't know that. I'm not a play-by-play. I just act like one.
You're a great play-by-play, Raz.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, you got great structure. You can shout in team fights.
Yeah.
You can shout louder. That's my only complaint, but everything else is great.
All right, I can shout about this one. No, I'm not. Pantheon coming in to save out. Seems like it's going to be a play. Final chapter 2, delivering the Yuumi alongside with him. Ike's needs to be able to get that one scot-free, but here comes, Southwind. Just making sure if they can get anything off that with the assassination. Jay going down. They're not liking their chances.
That's 1v4.
Wow,
that's
they
1v4
want this
Ning.
fight, even with Fog of War. Yeah. You saw them all going in that direction. What did you expect?
And the question marks start. No, JackeyLove. We're talking about a clean game.
Okay. Set up the Kennen. TheShy just slams him. Even with his own escape, he's able to set Invictus Gaming up for a great response.
IG still IG, you know. There might be 3 members inting at the same play, but there will be 2 that will carry it and save the situation.
There we go, and they're the ones that get the MVP. Let's see if Rookie's challenging for that one, because he's invisible, and as you mentioned, he's going to be invisible for a long time. Actually takes the terrain this time around. But man, this game is definitely back and forth. You wouldn't expect it coming out of IG, but they have their happy games. They have their questionable moments, and when I say they, I mean Ning. Ning, what are you doing?
Ning has always been a coin flip, but first I want to commend him on this super creative pick. The Yuumi plus the man drop on Sylas was so smart. It completely caught Vici out of surprise. They didn't expect this many members, and they're able to at least outplay the early portion, send Vici packing on this play, and this is where the happy moment really strikes. They see one player in Southwind, they think he's alone, they go in, drop the control ward, and then they still eat. See, okay, I don't understand that after the control ward.
See, I don't even think he thought they were alone. He all saw them moving in that direction. He just went in when he didn't have backup. But speaking about backup, it seems like Aatrox is able to get the kill on live to JackeyLove. So JackeyLove is dead on live. I don't even care what I'm seeing on the screen, because while he was able to get the kill in the replay, he's certainly dead in reality. That's going to be a mid lane kill coming in from Vici Gaming, but seems like a fight's going to be coming through. That's 3 picks coming in from Qiyana. The kill going to be coming through. Looks like it's going to be an all-in from Cube. He's actually completely vulnerable now that he's used his pool. He should just outright die here, so that's a welcome to the LPL for him. Well, we'll see what TheShy can do here. He's going to be able to slow down Ike. If he can get the stun, that's going to be great. Yuumi might just, yep, that's just a kill. Outright. Does too much damage.
And after all of that dust settles, it is going to be a 1 for 3. IG winning out on the bot side as well. Another chase down kill. Yuumi plus Qiyana are just made for IG's composition.
How do you predict that is IG when they themselves are just making the most random decisions? I don't think they're the ones really planning this one out. Taking the fights, now ready for Baron, while the Rift Herald is doing their bidding in the bottom lane.
But can we at least give credit to IG's Korean solo laners? They are holding the fort down so well. Rookie with that ultimate over the wall, it got 3-man stun, and it actually prevented Jay from using his combo as a Taliyah across the wall. So it was a great play there. Of course, probably a bit of luck involved in that one, but it was great to watch, and something that a lot of players have to remember. If you're waiting to surprise Qiyana over the wall, there's a high chance she's going to use the ultimate, and you're going to be the one stunned.
There's a lot of madness in this game, Clement, but you're right. The two most sane and sensational players is coming to Rookie and TheShy. Rookie and TheShy this game are going back, and while I say that, just take a look at what JackeyLove's going for. I don't know if this is going to be right. Oh, he gets the kill. Just outright. JackeyLove's having a great game too. Don't even worry about what I was about to say.
Yeah, that was unplanned. If you look at how close the other members were, that was definitely unplanned. But looking at Rookie right here, look at Taliyah over the wall. Jay's ready to get him with that surprise stun, but he gets stunned himself with the perfect supreme display of talent over there, and Cube over chases into the composition, gives Rookie another execution with the terrain element, and they're able to chase it down with the Yuumi. This composition, Yuumi, Sylas plus Qiyana, I love this comp for IG. I think it fits perfectly on what they want to do. Full map skirmish, just running around for that blood, for those kills the entire game, and delivering what can only be described as a happy moment to the LPL fans.
And you're right. I mean, this composition definitely fits them. In a world where you're not seeing that much Lucian any longer, gets picked up with the Yuumi, a great combination that is great in weak side matchups and also is just fantastic if you give them a pressure. An assassin, especially the new one in Qiyana, being picked up for Rookie. And you look at the playmaking nature of TheShy, and he's able to do so much. In fact, take a look at the replay as he outright just gets the kill onto the Kalista. Something we missed since the last replay, so that's why you just don't want to blink. You don't want to go into too many replays or else you just miss what's happening in reality, and that's IG picking up these wins.
You gotta love replayception when IG plays, because it's always like this. They have crazy games. They're only outdone by V5 this split, who apparently have more kills than they do per game. Now, I'm very interested in how Qiyana's going to end up her build.
Pantheon Ultimate, this is what's it all about here for Vici Gaming, but Kennen just blows up Puff. And now this is just looking like a cleanup here from Rookie and the rest of the gang in Invictus Gaming.
Really can't fight Qiyana around that terrain. Another great ultimate from Rookie. Slams the Vladimir against the wall. Gets Cube. A good welcome present. And TheShy also with another solo kill over the wall. Vici honestly had a good plan there. If they weren't that far behind, I love what they're doing. Their proactivity, their cheese is all there. But IG are outplaying at every turn.
Slowly committing. These are pretty long death timers. The shortest one being that 9-second left for Puff. But how much damage is on the field? The rest of Vici Gaming, I don't know if they can even touch them. That's a big GG to IG, but let's see if they want to at least look for another dive. Not going to be the case. Let's just end the game. GG, that's game one. Invictus Gaming.
1 kill shy of a 40-kill game, but boy, was this one exciting. I like Vici are fighting fire with fire on this one. They're showing up to IG's party, and they're trying to sing along with the dance, sing along with the tunes, go with the dance moves. Unfortunately, IG are still the masters of happy games and chaotic ones. At least they're showing something new. Not the clean match that we wanted to see, or I wanted to see.
That's something we'll never get. Exactly. We'll never get a clean match when it comes to IG, middle of the season, going up against a team that they know that they've just outmatched. And that's just the reality, being able to pick up this win. But still, I really enjoyed what Cube had to offer in this game. He went up against TheShy. He was able to survive in what was a pretty difficult matchup. And in some of the team fights, he made his presence known. Of course, the most one that kind of calls to mind is one that, of course, he ended up dying in. But that was just Vici Gaming constantly looking for skirmishes, and they were getting them.
They were getting a lot of them, but IG seemed to have just the upper hand in terms of the planning. I really love what they did with Sylas, sealing the man drop and tagging Yuumi around. That was really cool to watch, and Vici clearly did not expect that one. There was 2 catches where that happened, and it completely decimated Vici. They were the ones setting up multiples of these plays, but they didn't really work out. Now, the big play I think happened was the mid lane, where we saw Qiyana with their ultimate. Perfect execution on that. EQ into ultimate, 3-man stun, and it was a 3-man setup by TheShy as well. That was the play that really dampened Vici's chances and crushed their bot lane cheese.
I think the saddest thing is people will go into the post-game threads, look at the highlights, see all the fights coming back and forth, and will think this one was a close one. I'm looking at that one, and I see every single time there was an opportunity for Vici Gaming to come in and they were cleaning up, it was because Ning just overexerted. He went too close. That was in the blue side jungle, that was in the red side jungle. Happened a lot this time around, and you're right, it just came down to TheShy and Rookie just outright coming back and reeling everyone back into the game.
Yeah, that's a scary thing about IG. They're basically like 5 coin flips, and if one of them is heads, they win.
I would say one. I mean, I don't want to bully Ning here, but Ning is the one that's at fault here. I'm not going to blame JackeyLove. The Yuumi was perfectly fine too.
Yes.
He was tagging along and dying because of it. He was like, I don't know. He was the passenger in this entire ride. He's like, do we want to turn left? It's like, I think you're going in the wrong direction. Please stop. I can't go back. So I'm sorry, Baolan, for what you had to go through. But yeah, that was an experience.
It was fun. It was fun. I want to see more out of this Qiyana and really see the lengths of her.
Yes.
Because I understand her early game and how to snowball, but I want to see what she can provide in terms of the late game. Is she going to be able to split push successfully? Does she have enough of that mobility to keep that going? Or is she just going to be constantly looking for these fights inside the jungle with that much terrain where she can really excel depending on her environment? I want to see how Qiyana forms in that late game play.
We'll definitely see a lot more of it. That's going to be the second win that Qiyana was able to get. Kuro and now Rookie in the LPL. We'll see a lot more, of course. Game 2 coming up after the break.
这边但是逮到了一个落单的南风，这个位置，金属大师一个大招是直接命中了，所以现在跑到边缘了之后是跑不掉了，但好在身上有一个治疗，非常肉，同时交出自己的闪现，但是大招出来之后发现身边3个都是对面的人，好在这边塔姆及时支援过来，一口吃掉了这边的金贡，同时反手雷克赛是秒掉了这边的泡芙，后续范布拉斯还在追击，
这没有塔的呀。感觉都要死啊！
是这个位置很尴尬，身上也是没有闪现的，
又被勾了一下，眼雀还想拉距离，被雷克赛闪现顶，也是一个 shutdown。这个黄门弄斧啊！
但是这波感觉要炸呀，这个位置。
抬回来了，效果还不错，不过先牺牲掉了赵信，立刻杜 B 跟着上来，再打出了把南风给抬了起来，南风也遭到了击杀，是由小天这边拿下的一个双杀。后面林伟翔再补上了一个腐败剑雨，减速一下，帕夫靠边以后被勾了回去，
没有战斗力了。
对，来上路这波看到克斯又是主动的找LPL来单挑，第一波的电完以后，已经把LPL的无效化这网球给电了出来。那LPL是被抓了一波前者模式的时候，这波对拼，
您这边是在下路把
又是一个一闪，强行 WQ。
逼出一个闪现，我的溜回头一个大招甩一下，
是没有吃到佐伊再来的一发气炮，但是这波克斯已经来到了一个正面LPL的位置，相当的一个危险。他闪现还没有交，而且寒冰这边是利用自己的闪现躲过贴脸 Lucky 的一个输出以后，克斯已经重置了自己的一个大面，这波剑魔感觉无人可挡，直接贴到JackeyLove脸上，疯狂的平 JackeyLove 被 Icon 给带走。而另外一边，这波克斯是直接杀疯了，闪现上来要再杀。乱锤一通，克斯直接倒下以后，这个红区的一个视野 ，IG 还想要继续的入侵。
灵王别被开了，应该能秒掉，直接被秒掉了灵王。但是猪女自己的位置也很危险，交出一个闪现逃跑，不过 Rookie 一个锤子把猪女锤死了。
是 JackeyLove 这波是直接叫了阿金的进来，一个人下3个人，雨下下来的艾卡西亚。 下暴雨，JackeyLove 拿下 double kill，
直接一波了呀。
是的。